Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It is Monday, but unfortunately for me, Rob could not be made available, other commitments, etc. And so tonight is just going to be myself, and as a result, I'm playing a scenario that's a little bit further in the future, at least from what I was expecting to play. Not that that is necessarily a bad thing. Today's scenario involves French and Germans, as you could probably imagine just by the colors. But if you're somehow just listening to this instead of anything else, then there's your answer. Now, this scenario involves a very quick action. It is 4.5 turns, so it's not very long whatsoever. And the Germans have a very strange split setup that they have to abide by, and the French essentially kind of hopefully don't necessarily steamroll over them, but we'll see. So the scenario, the Shivaree, which Shivaree is a real word, which I just learned today, so that's great, involves, like I said, French coming in from off board. Now there are some special scenario rules, cutely named coordinating instructions. I don't know why everybody needs to have their own word for special scenario rules. I can't imagine ASL has trademarked that, but anyways, it seems to have been a common theme for people to rewrite that. Now, the SSRs for this, like I said, we got EC is moderate, no wind at start, kindling is not allowed. I don't really think kindling would be very important in this scenario, anyways. Not easily achieved, that's for sure. Bore sighting is not allowed, which is also really important, at least for 3 units on the board. There is an overlay on board 66, aka it is this entire middle area. Now, the road is original to this map. However, the overlay itself essentially replaces all of the terrain from, hex rows M through U, I believe. It's a fairly interesting overlay. I don't think I've ever played with this one before. It's overlay number 7 for those who are curious. SSR number 4, German Zug 1 infantry must set up as sidecar riders. This is very important because the Germans must set up with their first group between hex rows D through K. Also, the OOB references the wrong coordinating instructions, so don't know how that got by the playtesters or the proofreaders, but I hope someone was fired for that blunder. Lastly, the Germans may not set up concealed. That is also a very big issue here. Because the Germans don't set up concealed, they are very vulnerable at the start. All of these 3 stacks essentially are on motorcycles. Being on a motorcycle is essentially a net negative. You don't get any positives unless you start moving. And because they start on board, they cannot set up in motion. That being said, I don't know if it's possible for a motorcycle rider to declare motion. I'm not going to bother. We're just going to try and play this as fast and loose as possible here. Now, the French, on the other hand, have 5 squads. This is equivalent to what the Germans have. At least it's 5 to 6 starting. And then the French will get 2 squads reinforcing later on. They have a... Actually, I somehow missed that number. They have two whole B1 bisses. This is very important because B1 bisses are, frankly, possibly invincible. Other tanks certainly are, because of their harder armor. I think the only vulnerable one here is going to be a D2. But in any case, they have 2 French B1 bisses. They have a D2 late model and a D2 regular, as well as some, for lack of a better term, armored personnel carriers. Now, they're not armored per se, but they were used in the same capacity. Transports, if you want, whatever. The objective for today's scenario involves the French needing to eliminate or remove good order German non-crew MMCs adjacent to the road segment, going from D5 to J5 to X5 to BB4. So essentially, D5 to J5 to X5 to, what was it, BB4? So they have to clear a very large portion of this map, and that is not good, specifically because, well, there's not a lot of turns for them to do this in. Now, it helps if I get my game log going here so I don't lose this after the fact. Yeah, so the Germans set up first, French go first. We'll just jump right into it and see what we can get. I should also put my info here so that I have the correct stuff. Now, the one punishing thing for the French is that their SAN is only a 2, which means it's probably never going to trigger, or maybe just once. And on the other negative, their ELR is 2, which is also not that great. Hopefully, I will not take too many shots in the first place, but you never know. So I don't have anybody that starts off or on board, so the French essentially just go straight to their moving phase. All their vehicles start in motion, and we're going to attempt to do some movement here and lock out the Germans where I can. So first things first, I'm going to have the D2L is going to come in from off board for 1, 2, 3, 4. As it gets to D5, it will turn its turret 1 to face the guys on motorcycles. And a 20L. What does a 20L have as the 2 kill on AP? 6. Oh man, that is sad. What's the balance on this scenario? Germans 10, French 2. I mean, I think I know why, but wow. Okay. Well, we'll see how things go. And then I'll have to look at the oh wow, the balance sucks. Okay, well, I'm glad I looked at the balance. So yeah, first tank goes there. I don't have a possible kill with my armored car, so I'm not going to bother shooting. Not yet, anyways. Second up, I'm going to have the northern or uppermost B1 BIS come in from off board 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, bypass 9, 10, turn once for 11, and turn its turret as well. So it will be in motion. I don't think there's anybody I want to shoot with just yet. Next up, the crappier of the two D2s. So this is the not late version. Comes in from off board for 1. Anytime now. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 in motion. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to try. We're gonna get some risk going on here. So this guy is stopped. That guy's in motion. I'm going to try one of the vehicles up top here. Now they are trucks. Unfortunately, the Lafleys here, Lafley 20s, I believe, 20Ts. They are simply trucks, or they are they? That is just one circle. Are they treated as armored car? Hold on. Is that right? Somehow that's going to be correct, and I'm gonna just be so weirded out that they have armored car movements. I mean, I guess Lafleys are weird, that's for sure. So I shouldn't be that surprised. Now, where is the note here? Lafley 20 TLs. Okay, so replacement for the trucks. blah, blah, blah. Okay. So somehow see French note J. So they have two notes, E and J, which now I have to look up E and J. So availability in Europe, yada yada yada. J. This vehicle is treated as an armored car for movement and all related purposes. Exception: it can't cross a hedge. Reverse cost 3 times. It's normal. Signified. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, they're treated as armored car movement. It's a little weird because yeah, because there's a special note here that says they could be used to represent Lorraine 28 trucks, but there's no note here on the scenario that would be different. So we're going to treat them as armored cars, and the Germans can get stuffed if they have complaints. That's all I can say. So because it is an armored car, open ground is treated as 3 and not 4, which is great. I should probably get a counter here for my values. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 in motion. It should also be pointed out that in case people need a reminder, this is lower terrain because of the darker shade. Higher ground is instantly brown, whereas lower ground is always darker green. Anyways, basically, anybody here does have line of sight to all the people who are coming closer. So, something for them to worry about. Now, behind, same thing, 3, 6... 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. They will stay in motion. Next truck, we'll do 3, 6, 9. I don't think it'll matter. I'll just put them at there for 12. Change the value for 12. I'm going to shoot with Squad D4. I don't think there's any shot I could have taken where there wouldn't have been minuses or positives, I should say. So they're just going to take the shot. It's all right, it didn't matter. It's also important to note that I believe motorcyclists are shoot at half firepower. So another reason to not really want to have to deal with them all that much. And if the French can eliminate them early, then less for them overall to worry about. So that was 12, 15, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 26, and then stop 27. And I can choose a building to go into, which is pretty nice once they unload. These guys are going to declare CX. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense to do. 1, 2, 3.5, 5, 6.5, and then we'll do 7.5. I don't really want to chance, even though it's half firepower. It'd still be 2 down 2, I think, and I don't want to have to think about that. Tank from offboard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, hold on. Sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop for 8. So they are no longer in motion. Pay all the delay. And as that happens, vehicle in H5 is going to attempt a shot because honestly, I have nothing else I can shoot at with them, and I might as well try to get something out of it. So I'm just going to immediately put an acquisition, and I did not ruin my chances there, which is great. So shot. I guess I could have, whatever. It doesn't really matter if I go to defensive fire phase and make the shot there. So take a shot in defensive fire phase. It is a hit. I can't imagine still. So it is turret hit, which goes down to a 6. 20L does not have a hope for a kill here, because I need to essentially roll Snake Eyes, and that's probably not going to happen. Now, I do have a +2 to the 2 kill, so it does bring that 6 to up to an 8. But like I said, 6 armor on that turret is pretty tough. So nothing I can really do there, which is fine, I suppose. Now, I do have rate of fire, so I will take a second shot, because why not? I will flip over the acquisition, and the second to kill does not manage anything. Any other defensive fires I wish to do? I'm actually pretty tempted on trying to eliminate... I won't take out either of these B1 bisses. I think they are just too strong in this scenario. Not like overpowered in any like crazy sense, but I just don't think I have the firepower necessary for it. DC is really going to help me out, at least in some fashion, but I think more specifically, if I can have an armored car attempt to blow up a vehicle, that might get me something. So I'm going to declare on the guy in H2, because I don't trust the line of sight to I2, and we'll just have to live with it. So I touch one brush. That's one brush plus hedge plus moving vehicle for a 5 total. Okay. So like I said, it's +5. Range is 18, so I will not hit. I needed... actually, I'm wrong. I use black numbers. I am going to get a hit. That is, frankly, insane. Okay. Well, we've got a sharpshooter over here, which is, again, pretty insane. 1 button up, 2 hedge. Yep. No, I don't... small size. Never mind. I did get rate of fire. This is why we check this stuff. I did get rate of fire, so I will shoot a second time. I will not get a hit on the second shot. I don't have no hit and no rate, so that'll just stay as is. But that does worry me as the French side here, that I might lose those guys. I believe that's all I can realistically do for defensive fire phase. Yeah, I think that's all I can really do. Should mark them just in case, because this guy's halved, so I can't get anything out of that. And these guys, what can they shoot at? So I think that's it. Advanced firing phase. I don't know if... Is there any that I want to do? Yes, technically. Okay, so let me just make sure that I go to my chart here for firepower attacks. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right when I declare some shots against these cyclists. So, where is that lovely little chart with all the attacks on it? Of course, it's vertical, so it makes it harder to see. If I check this on the other, is it still vertical? No. Awesome. Okay, so so if you look at one of the dividers, I believe it's the A7.37 divider. It has all the modifiers that we can have for different units and vehicles and all that sort of stuff. Now, there should be something for cyclists here. So they might just be considered bicyclists, but I need to make sure, because they won't write motorcyclists. That would be too easy. motion. Yeah, firepower modifiers, but cyclists just says -1. Is there anywhere else here? Versus motorcyclists. Yeah, okay. 1 minus A, or A and F, I believe. Yeah, AF. So they don't get open ground and non-assault movement, which is fine. They'll get a -1. So tank in D5 is going to shoot. I guess it only has the one machine gun, because the other one's in the hull, which is fine. So doubled halves, so it's a 1 down 1. 6 on 1 does not do anything, so that's fine. He's probably gonna move, so I don't think it matters. Probably don't need to take a shot, which is fine. Tank in G8 is gonna do similar, except they will have the doubled halved, actually quartered, because that guy is in motion. So it goes to a 6 for the full firepower, because it is hull and coax. So it goes to 6, half to 3, half to 1.5. So 1.5 down 1. Really? Okay, well, we're looking at a 2 on 1.5, which is a K1. Okay, random selection. The squad takes the K, and then they all take a 1 morale check. So leader first. He is pinned, which I don't think does anything to those guys. And the 1 check is negated by the leader, DRM, which is... Ooh, now I actually have to check. I know pins don't count, but does leader direction count as a motorcyclist? Because if one does and the other doesn't, that is saving them. Oh, that's also going to blow up their motorcycles, I believe. Or it's going to... Right. Because that was a 3 on 1.5, which is equal to the kill. I need to check some stuff here. Motorcycles. Alright, D15. What do we got here? So, riders, movement, mount, dismount, overrun. There's rec check, which I don't have to do. Target status, they are -1. We've already been over this. All ordnance hits versus, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. A motorcycle with either a squad or more than 1 rider counter is subject to casualty reduction as per random selection. Any excess motorcycle capacity caused by the elimination of the motorcycle is removed by substituting for the correct size of its current rider. Yeah, okay. So it gets reduced. And then yeah, motorcycles don't take morale checks, but motorcyclists must, it says. If they fail it, they bail out. Now, the question here... Okay, so pin test check has no effect on motorcyclists. And I imagine that a leader... Yeah, I don't see anything that says that there's no leader modification. I'm sure I could check somewhere else, but we're just going to, like I said, play it fast and loose. I'm not going to worry about it. So the leader passes, and then because he passes, he allows the half squad to survive by not breaking, and then they don't have to bail out, and so on and so forth. So that happens. Over here, tank is stopped. I'm going to have the hull gun shoot at the guys in H6. Alright. SA is malfunctioned. The 47 is going to shoot at the armored car. Now, I am shooting as... this is very weird numbers. So, it's bounding fire, or at least... yeah, it's bounding fire because it's firing an advanced fire phase. So, we're talking about a +4 for sure. +5 for button up. I'm going to reveal my leader because I might need it, and I'd rather just reveal him now. So it's +5 overall. Yeah, 4 for KC. I don't think there's any other modifier outside of button up. It is not a small target, which is important. So it'll bring my number from a 6 to an 11. The leader by itself will allow it to be a hit, but then taking into account point blank range, so it'll be a hit. I unfortunately do not have rate of fire with that vehicle, which is kind of crazy, but still, 47 regular, not even a 47 short, is a 10. Front armor on that is a 2. I hit the turret, which means that it's actually a 1 instead of a 2. So the armor brings that... so the 2 kill number is 10, increased by 1 for range. So I need an 11 or less to kill. And then the modified number of the armor brings that from a 9 to a 10. That will be a kill. I do get to check for crew survival. They did not survive. Germans lose a pretty important armored car because I can't use them to just drive around and be a dork. I am going to put a acquisition counter, but I don't think it's going to matter all that much. This is gone. That did not last long. But I will have... yeah, actually, this will just go away anyways. But it's good enough to have the counter there. I will then have the machine guns shoot the guy with the LMG on the motorcycle. Same as before, except I'm not quartered, so it goes from 3 to a 6 for doubled. Oh, I don't know if I added the +1. I might not have added that. Would that have changed much? Shoot. It would have been a 1MC. Yeah, okay. We'll re-give them their full squad. Not bad. Okay. So 3 to a 6 down to a 3, and it's flat. No effect. We will just move on. I don't think I have any other shots with anybody, so we'll go to route phase, of which there's no routes that need to occur. I only have a broken gun. Over in the advanced phase, I've only got a couple units that can do advancing, so I'm going to have leader and squad split from leader squad, or from the other squad, just so that they don't all blow up in one shot. No CC phase, we go to German turn 1. In the German turn 1, they will roll for weather. Oh, I did not roll for sniper. They activate sniper. It goes from here. What was I looking at here? 6-5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. And it goes way over here. Can it target anybody? Yeah, only thing it would do would be pins the, like a truck, which, fine, sure. I might actually... what would be the nearest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are probably equidistant. So I could probably pin that guy and stop his movement, which would be kind of helpful, actually. So yeah, we'll play it as that and figure it out. No weather change. Unfortunately, there's no civilian interrogation or anything that I can do. In the rally phase, the only thing for anybody to do is try to repair a gun. Did not happen, so we'll go to prep fire phase. In said prep fire phase, I have just the one armored car that's going to shoot, because why not? That will not do... Actually, that is not in motion anymore. So there's a +2, +3, which brings it from... Yeah, no, it goes from 9 to a 12. And then back down 2 for acquisition, so nothing happens there. I don't have a rate of fire, which is unfortunate. But outside of that, I don't think there's anything else for me to do. Movement phase. In the movement phase, I've got a couple things I need to attempt here. So first off, these guys will... because I think motorcycles actually have to... Do you pay a start to move? I believe so. Movement. That's bicycles. I'm not looking for bicycles. I'm looking for movement. Known driver, they must be mounted or pushed. Motorcycle counter may not be moved by a smaller unit. Each gun contains a move number. Is pushed as if a gun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to... Yeah, because you expend MP, I'm pretty sure you have to start and stop. And because of that, I would have to start in essentially in full view, which is not good. Yeah, you have to pay start and stop. So I don't want to pay start and stop because, again, that seems like it would be kind of crazy. So guys in D4 are going to dismount, or yeah, dismount for 1. They'll have 3 movement points remaining. I am going to take a shot because it's a 2 down 1. Nope. And then, yeah, I'll shoot the gun too. That will be a hit no matter what. I don't think it'll amount to much because it's a 47. 47, we're looking at 5 firepower, 7 on 5, pin test check. They are pinned. Okay, well, that did amount to something, and that sucks for the Germans. I probably, I don't remember shooting with the gun. I probably didn't shoot the gun. So those guys are pinned. They're being shot at, and that's real bad. Yeah, these guys don't really have a chance to survive, so the only thing I can really do is try to dismount. As they dismount, D2 over here is going to take a shot. It is 3 firepower, down 1, I believe. Nothing happens. I will have squad with LMG and F9 take a shot. That is going to be 6 down, up 1. Pretty sure, because up 2, down 1. I'm pretty sure. So 6 on 6 is a 1 morale check, I believe. Leader is broken. Squad also breaks. The leader is whatever, but the squad will ELR. That is not great. There's literally no reason for these guys not to take a shot as well because of all of the punishing stuff there. They got nobody else that they'll be able to shoot at, or I can't imagine anyways. So they'll take a shot as well. We're also looking at a 6, except it's a 6 flat because there's +2, +2 down 2. Because dismount is first fire, non-assault movement. So 7 on 6 is going to be normal morale check. Leader is absolutely fine. Squad is also absolutely fine. And then these guys have to, well, I want to dismount because no matter what, as they do anything, I'll have the machine guns shoot first. It is down... Oh... Man, I forget. I'm just gonna play it as is. I remember there being a thing about machine guns and armor leaders only be able to modify one of them, I think. Anyways, so it would be a flat on, so six flat, 7 on 6, looking at a morale check. Okay. I will fail the morale check. I will then take the opportunity to shoot with the tank gun. +1, down 1, +1 for hedge, down 1 for non-assault movement. So it should just be flat. 8 on 8 is absolutely a hit. We are looking at 47. That will not do anything, which is fine. They are already being battered pretty early. I think that's it for movement. Yeah, that's it from their movement out there. Over up top, you're gonna have the leader pay 1 to get to X5, pay 2 to get to W6. Nobody can really take a shot at them. And then I'm going to attempt to place set a DC, which I don't believe requires anything but surviving, which, since nobody's going to be able to shoot at them, they should be fine. Set DC. So if I don't place it or throw it, I can. It is considered set and has special advantages. Now you could. Oh, I have to be there at the start. Okay. Without being pinned or broken. Yeah, because it says which spent all of its movement factors. Because I'm not starting there. So yeah, I'm just going to have this guy sit pretty, and I don't think they can reach him. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 turn for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I should be fine. We're going to cross our fingers and hope we're fine. So that's it for movement. Defensive fire phase. Not really. Nothing I can do, nothing I really need to do. So we'll go to advanced fire phase, which again, nothing can do, nothing will do. In the route phase. So route's going to be really interesting here. I don't quite know what I'm to be expecting. So on the one hand, both these guys have to route. Now the question is, can they route? I think they have to low crawl or take interdiction. Now, do I want to attempt interdiction? Not particularly. If can these guys see them? Yes. So I can't go to I6. So I will. I'm just gonna chance it. They can only get interdicted once. They are fine. They make it to J6 for 3, and then we'll continue for 5. The stack in H7 is going to attempt the same because, I mean, honestly, again, I have no other options here. So they take the morale check. They're fine somehow, and they will also make it there. And yeah, they get to K6, and that's it. Advanced phase. Not much I can really say about that. Yeah, nope. No advanced save stuff, or advanced phase stuff, I should say. We take off pins. That's it. So turn 2, French, nothing changes for weather. We go to rally phase. In the rally phase, the French will attempt to repair a gun. They will not get it back. The Germans will attempt to rally. Okay. Yeah, that just surrenders them. Not heat of battle. No quarter is not in effect, so it is not berserk. Excuse me. Yeah, so essentially he recovers and then instantly surrenders I believe as when you surrender, you have to become disrupted. I could be wrong on that one. I'm just gonna mark him as disrupted, and we'll play it as is. The DM goes away because yeah, they can't do anything else. That's pretty much it for rally phase. We'll go to prep fire. In the prep fire phase, tank in D5 is going to continue their shenanigans. They take a point blank shot. They will miss somehow. They have no rate of fire. They will shoot with the machine gun, which is just a 2. No modifier, just 3 on 2, 1 morale check. They are fine, and sniper doesn't activate. All right. Any other prep fires? Not really. Yeah, I don't think I have any other prep fires to do. Go to movement phase. In the movement phase, squad in... Oh, actually, that's a good... No, they're going to drop out. That will cost them their 1 movement factor. They will get to G4. I don't think he has line of sight that would be valuable. And then goes to F4 for 4 total. I don't have a shot on anything else, so they'll take that shot and hope for the best. Didn't work out. This truck is just kind of going to stay there, I guess, for the moment. Yeah, okay. So, tank in I4 is going to pay 1 to go to I5 and turn its turret to straighten it out. 2, 3, 4. These guys re-DM. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In motion. I don't really have a way to stop them. So, yeah. MMG can only do oh so much against a 8 armor tank. Alright. Next up, I want this D2 to start moving. So, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8 in motion. Stack in G10 is going to lose their CX. So will the stack in F9. I'll have the guys in F9 go first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To I8. I don't think there's any value in shooting because of all this brush. So I'm not going to bother. These guys will bypass for 1. Bypass 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 on the road. So these guys basically are, well, they'll have to surrender, I guess. Move that over here. First truck is going to turn for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When do I want to shoot at him? 13, and then these guys are going to take a shot. Okay, so that avoids all manner of issue. It is a... Oh, do I have to calculate, or is it... I think it's just on IFT. I could shoot... Yeah, no, okay, so 2 hit against vehicle. It is +2 for moving. Range is 7, which means I need +3 overall. So +2 for moving, +1 for small size. That will not hit, which is actually pretty terrible because I was kind of hoping on that one. So sport weapon. That was I think that was 13, 15, 16, 17. That's going to be... quarter will be 8. So 17... 18, stop for 19. As I stop for 19, I'm going to have all 3 of these squads shoot. I don't know who will even be able to see or anything, so I got to check for all 3. So, 1 looks good. No, there's definitely the hindrance from the... Yeah, that should definitely apply. So there's +1 from that guy. That'll instantly be a +1, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's at least a +1. That is 12. What do we got here? So they are just shooting on 12. They rolled a 6. That will be enough to eliminate the truck. 6 on 12 is also a 2 morale check, which they will fail and ELR. And then as this blows up, they will survive. Okay, so this is cloned and then wrecked. Okay, so those guys survive, which is kind of the best thing I can ask for. Especially since that means everybody's shot, so they can't shoot any further. I don't really have anybody that can super take advantage of that, except for these guys. So before that happens, I'm going to try and start this tank. Alright, they bog. Or immobilize. I think they just immobilize. Which is probably like the worst spot for that guy to ever immobilize. That's great. You know, if it happens to Rootin', it'll happen to me too. So at least, yeah, they're just immobilized. Alright, well, that is the worst. They have no line of sight on anything, which I guess they blew up their gun, so whatever. Figures that it would be the one with the fucking armor leader. Some things never change. They just never change. Alright, so that happened. Next thing up, this guy will pay 1 to start. And armored car will take a shot. It is... What are we looking at here? It's +1 for brush, 1 for button up, 1 for hedge, and 1 for small. Yeah. So it's +4, -2. I don't think that's enough. No, there's no way. So he misses again. I was really hoping. He was good at the start. So starts for 1, gets there for 4 total. Turns for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Stop for 18 and then do their shoelaces so that they can get off. This goes here. Actually, you know what? Just to see, because they would... I do have to pay 1 to stop. I'm going to try an intensive fire. So they did move, which is +2. I don't think this wreck impacts this. So it's +2. +1 for button up, +1 for size. So we're looking at a +4. Is down 2 for acquisition. So it is overall a +2. We're looking at 7, range is 9. That should be fine. Yeah. Definitely is fine. So that will be... Or, sorry. There is an extra +2 for intensive, which still brings it to a 9, which is still enough on 9. Yeah. It's the limit, but that's what I needed to roll. So, 20L. Okay, well, that is a burning rack, actually. 20L on I need a 7. There's no modifier for range. I rolled a 3, which is less than half. So yeah, that burns. This guy goes away. We'll clone this, and then that doesn't go away, but this becomes a wreck and is also ablaze. Okay, well, all right. That has not been the best. I can probably see why the French lose at this scenario a lot. A lot. Okay. Granted, you know, maybe not the smartest move, but you kind of, I need to push, because if I blow up this bridge, I think that's game, because I don't think I can go into the stream with, maybe I can. Anyways, whatever. I just don't, it's not good. It's not looking good. Defensive fire phase, honestly, everybody's shot. There's nothing else that even exists that can do anything, so we'll go to advanced fire phase. Squad over here, F4 is going to attempt a shot. It's a 2 flat. 7 on 2 is not going to be enough. I don't think there's anything else. I am going to be cheeky and declare a shot from G6 against this guy. I know it can't be done. Actually, I could probably just declare a turn turret. That should be legal. So I will do that, because it makes the most sense. Any other advanced fire phase stuff? I mean, I could just do 6 flat, 4 on 6. 4 on 6, 2 morale check. Yep, casualty reduced, and he's fine. So this guy goes here. You get casualty reduced. You're not dead. And he was fine. Cool. Because, yeah, I guess technically they can... Well, no, they can't actually route. Never mind. Yeah, then we go to route. So before, just to point this out, before these guys that had originally been here could route away, specifically because they don't have anything that prevents them from routing away. In the sense that vehicles can't take prisoners, so as a result, they can route. Over here, now, the leader instantly becomes a prisoner. He has no choice because he is disrupted. So that happens. Now, for the other units, the problem here is that they could technically route. Like there is K5 as a path, but because it is an open ground hex, these guys would interdict, and because it's the only hex that they can go to, because they can't go here because it's closer and adjacent, and these 2 hexes are invalid. They would have to go through K5, but they can't, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to take them prisoner because honestly, there's no reason not to. If I didn't take them prisoner, one of them would be one of them would get to become not battle hardened, but they would not have any penalty for low crawling. Now, does that really matter? In some small case, yes. Now, here's my reasoning behind this is that by allowing no quarter, you let the Germans get free low crawls away from you, if they are ever legal. So the German player would have, what you would do is you would say, I want to declare prisoner with the half squad. Why the half squad? Because, well, would you rather lose a half squad or a full squad? Again, you'd be a fool to choose to lose the bigger unit. So you declare the half squad as a unit that's going to attempt to surrender first. If you refuse as the French player, then the full squad gets to low crawl to K5. The reason why this is a problem is that now the French player has to spend an extra turn getting around them. One, hoping that they don't self-rally, which could happen. I mean, I almost self-rallied the leader. But you have to hope that you don't get a self-rally that works. And secondly, that unit is still on the board and you have to take care of them. And that's not something that the French player wants to do. So I'm not going to. They become prisoners, and that is the end of that. So that is it for, that is not it for routes. These guys do get to route back. I guess because the French would have to go first, I'll route these guys to U5. And then I need to continue. This might be Marsh, I believe. What is the movement for Marsh? All. Okay. So yeah, they'll just move one up so that they can get out of open ground. They couldn't route this way because the Germans still had units in K6 technically. So that's it for routes. We'll go to advanced phase. In the advanced phase, I am going to choose one F4 to E5 because these guys are stuck there because of their pin. Guy with the LMG can get closer because why not? And I'm going to attempt to go to K6 and then I will try to pick up that LMG in the rally phase. I believe that's all I can do for advances, so we'll go to CC, of which nothing happens. I don't even think I can claim some concealment, so we're not going to bother. We'll go to German turn 2. 5 is a nothing. Rally phase. In the rally phase, there's one or two actions that could happen. Only one that I can do. I try to repair the gun. It does not happen. And this guy will technically lose their DM because they're no longer in open ground. Or I can choose to remove it, I believe. And sure, why not? Prep fire phase. I mean, I might as well try the armored car versus the B1 just to see what happens. Okay, well, yeah. All right. Oh, man. I really need to... If I blow this bridge up, I'll probably be it anyways. And then the squad in D4 doesn't really have any options, so I'll try the 8 up 3. I cower, so that goes to a 6. And 9 on 6 isn't anything, so that will just exist. Nobody else that can shoot or do anything, so we'll go to movement phase. I'm going to declare a hazardous movement. I believe it's hazardous movement. I really need to put that there. I don't know why I don't have it. Infantry. Hazardous movements. So let's go to a set DC paragraph here and try to make some sense of it. At least get learn a little bit more on set DCs here. So yeah, set demolition. You can pay all of your movement factors, which is what I'm doing. It's hazardous movement, so it's a -2 plus other minuses, if I remember correctly. And you have to make a dice roll less than or equal to its unit size number. Now, thankfully, SMCs get to modify their thing. So it will get placed unless I'm going to take a shot with the B1 Biss's machine guns. It is 3 firepower, halved to 1.5, -4, I believe. So 8 goes to a 4 on 1.5 is a normal morale check. I can't. Okay. I'm just going to double check. I'm pretty sure hazardous movement is including... Just, I want to break. Come on. Oh, neither of them apply. So it is just a -2. Okay. which means he does not, because it, instead of a 4, it's a 6. 6 on 1.5 doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I mean, I'm happy that happened, but that's also kind of a huge bummer. Do I try? I mean, I might as well. Hull gun? No. There's no way. Um, Pretty sure the hull gun itself gets a +1 just because it's in motion. Then there's an extra +2, so it's +3 already. +1 for leader, or sorry, leader. +1 for button up. So it's a +4 down 2 for hazardous movement. So it's still +2, which brings it to a 9. That's over that. So the hull gun is shot. I will try to shoot with the main gun. Same thing. I don't think they get to both use the same acquisition. I'm pretty sure it's different acquisitions for different guns. So it will not, there's no success there. This goes away. The DC does get to be set, which is going to be very, very, very important, especially on a stone bridge. There's a lot riding on that now. So that's all their movement done. Yeah, okay. So that happened. Hazardous movement. Any other movements, I don't really need to do anything, if I'm being completely honest. So we'll go to defensive fire phase. I'm not going to bother shooting with this guy again. That guy doesn't have a shot. K6. Oh, I forgot to try and pick up the gun. All right, cool. So they pick up an LMG, which is fine. Tank in D5, shoot. We'll shoot the machine gun first. It does not cower. It's a 4-on-1, which should be a normal morale check. Cool. Squad ELRs and brakes. Impressive. Gun will for sure hit because it's a -4 up 1. No effect. Squad will take an 8 flat. It will cower, but it's still 6-on-6, which is a 1 morale check. They will be reduced. They don't have a target. They don't have a target. That's pretty much it. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. In the route phase. In the route phase, these guys have to route. Now, they do get to successfully route, and their target is must be A4. Unfortunately, the French come in with reinforcements this coming turn, so they're pretty much dead anyways. But might as well do it. That is it for routes. Advances, the leader, that is, I don't think, it's just hazardous movement. I don't think they are TI. Yeah, so they will get to advance out. So I have to go to X5 because of the rule of bridges. We will label this as set DC. Would be helpful if I didn't write the month for some reason. What else? What else? What else? What else? Do I want any other advances? No, because nobody else can. We'll go to CC. There is none. We go to French turn 3. We'll do weather roll. No effect or no change. And then we will grab some French reinforcements. So French reinforcements in this is 2 squads, a leader, and 2 more Lafley trucks, armored cars, whatever you want to call them. So we're looking at 2 more of these guys. 2 more 458s. The actual good guys here. And a pithy 80. So we'll have 1 guy there. Come on. Thank you. You can go there. You can do this. Now, how do I want to... I mean, I think it just makes the most sense to do this. They'll come in, hopefully drive through, drop guys off, and then try to force a raid. Like, I have to clear all of this in 3 turns of movement. Like, I don't... And I have to take this road because, again, marshes all of it. So, yeah. So, let's figure this out here. So, I am going to attempt to self-rally. I don't get it. I will attempt to repair. I don't get it. I will try to repair. I blow that up. That's even worse. One of the few circumstances where this going terribly would allow for, you know, shenanigans here. Actually, this tank will get across, which is very important. That is actually very important. This hazardous movement comes off. I'm gonna have to try my luck with so many things. Actually, okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for rally phase. Prep fire actions. I mean, there's not really anything to do, so I'm not going to bother. We'll go straight to movement phase. In the movement phase, first things first, I will use the opportunity to split half squads with the prisoners. And these guys are going to declare CX. I will then grab all of them. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because why not? These guys are going to not declare CX because I don't need to. They'll go 1, 2, 3. And this will re-DM these guys. So these guys, they'll have to become prisoners. That's not a big deal. And that's it for essentially this area. I've cleared... This side of the map is cleared, which is great. However, I do have this other side of the map, which I really need to get going about. So, how I'm going to do this. Okay. Let's do the important stuff first. So, this tank is in motion, so I don't need to pay the one to start. 1, 2, 4, 5. So it gets there for 5. Do I want to shoot? No. 6. Do I want to shoot? No. Because he's on a bridge, and it's still not great. As he gets there for 6, I'm going to declare an overrun against that leader. Now, I know you can, as a single man counter, like an infantry overrun, but we're not doing infantry overrun. But infantry overrun, you'd be able to run away, and you know, you can survive, and blah, 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 do some shenanigans. Can't do that against the tank. Now, the tank is also going to be, like, absolutely piss poor at this, because they do not have the machine guns for it. I have to try and find my PDF files here, so I can get... a real good, not the one I wanted, a real good understanding of what exactly his overrun is. It's got to be piss poor. B1 bis. Where is B1 bis? B1 bis. Oh, would you do it just... it would have to just be the 1. Why is the button-up overrun that high? It feels too high. Okay, let me, so, either gun is a button-up overrun of 8, which seems high for me, but hey, whatever. Let's see what we can make sense of this all. So, I'm going to declare an overrun. Overrun costs quarter of printed value, so I'm at 6, which is 4, because I have to round up from 3. It'd be 3 whatever, plus cost of terrain. So I have exactly enough to overrun. It gets me to 11. As I get in there, there is no concealment drop or anything, and it's a leader, so they automatically do not take a patsy or anything like that. They're not concealed, so they wouldn't take anything anyways, but that's the important part. Defensive first fire can happen, and at this point, I will attempt MMG versus tank. It is a hit. Unfortunately, 6 armor. MGs are 4, and I rolled a 4, add 6, so nothing happens there. Now, I do have rate of fire. Second is still a hit, but I needed a snake eyes essentially. I don't think there's any way for me to get around that. So nothing happens there. The tank exists in that position. It's a leader, and SMC is not going to be able to do anything. I would need to CC reaction fire and all that, which I can't. So overrun. So the base firepower is 4. I guess because you would count either one. So if the SA was blown up, you could use the MA. That's probably why. So initial base value is 4. Then we're adding the machine guns. So 3 tripled to 9, halved to 4.5. There's no half value past, what is it, 5 or past 4, I should say, or whatever. Actually, probably past 5. Anyways, there's no half value. So yeah, it goes down to an 8. 8 down 1 for being an open ground, I believe, is the shot here. So 8 down 1. I don't have anything else to modify it. 9 on 8 is a pintash check. The leader is fine somehow, and then this guy is in motion, which is a pretty big bummer because I was hoping I could kill him. And I would have thought that an 8 down 1 would have been pretty good odds. At least break him, because... oh, do they become... I think they become CC, so he can't actually declare anything because he's not... or at least I don't think you can declare anything. If you are in overrun... So if you are overrun... I guess technically, is he pinned? No. So I could declare CC reaction fire. The problem is that after the overrun, I think you are... Okay, so no matter what, you're marked with the CC counter. And I don't believe you can attempt to blow up the set DCs because you're in CC. You shouldn't be able to... Well, I don't know if that's a check you can make. I'm not going to bother checking it. I'm going to attempt with them to CC reaction fire, which will not do anything. So that just exists. And they are marked with a first fire as well. Okay. That complicated mess aside... yeah, so that happened. All right, movement phase. What else can I do in the movement phase? Tank and L6 is in motion. So 1, turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then can't actually go in there. So they will. I'll just pay the 8 total. Stay in motion. Leader and half squad with the LMG will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if the armored car in Z4 is going to shoot their coaxial. I don't believe that touches anything, so it should just be a 5 down 2. 7 on 5 is pintash check. Leader's fine, squad's fine. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know if I can win this as the French here. They will start for 1. They do not blow up their engine, which is great. 2, 3, 4. I should unbutton. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 1, unbutton, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8. So they are there in motion, unbuttoned, which I don't think is gonna matter. What else do we got? Squad with the LMG declares CX. 2, 4. Actually, no, that's not smart. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4. I don't think I'm allowed to bypass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's any better way for me to do it. Guys from off board start in motion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, stop for 26. These guys don't have a target on them, so I might as well try my 12 up whatever. They will cower. So cower back to 8, and it is just +1, I believe. Because of hinder, actually +2. Is there any other modifier? No. So that is a 6 on 8, which is surprisingly enough again to blow up the vehicle. 6 on 8 should be a 1 check. So the squad will break. I'm getting a lot of deja vu here. Crew does not survive. So they are just eliminated. And then this gets cloned and goes away. Yeah, really starting to see how the French can lose this one kind of easily. Next vehicle, basically same thing, except they'll stop 1 hex earlier. And then these guys don't really have much of a shot anyways. Halved. Actually, they cowered, so I'm not going to bother. Defensive fire phase, nope. Advanced fire phase, not really. Technically, I believe this tank can shoot outside its hex. Or no, because, no, sorry. Target limits, yeah, he has to shoot within his own hex. Which is no point to do. Is there anybody else that could do anything? No. Go to routes. In the route phase, this guy becomes prisoner. So we'll just exchange him here. Oops. Size, link him. Goes here. Perfect. This guy's fine where he is. And that's pretty much it. Take off. And defensive. Advanced phase. In the advanced phase, these guys will go into the blaze hex. Guy on the road advances 1. Guy who just got some prisoners, it will go back, and these guys will try to join them. So if I can just shove them all on 1 unit, that should be fine. And that's pretty much all I can do. CC phase, there is a CC, so no effect. And the machine guns are because I'm in motion, I do believe it is doubled to 6. Or no, wait, I think it's just the coaxial. So it's just like a 1-to-1. Yeah, I don't think I have an effect there. Because I don't think I get to use all machine guns. I'm pretty sure it's just the coaxial. And then I'm in motion, so it halves it. I'm in the same hex, so it doubles. Pretty sure that's how it works for vehicles. Unless you just half. Oh, you know what? You might only ever just half, so it doesn't matter. It would have been like 1 to 2 or whatever, and I didn't get that either. I think I remember that being read somewhere, is that you never double. You can only halve in CC. Anyways, turn 3 Germans, no effect on weather. Rally phase, we've got nothing outside of a repair. Didn't happen, so that's it. Prep fire phase, machine gun is gonna try its damnedest. Oh, this turns into a melee technically. Because I'm doing a 2-hit, I'm not going to, or I shouldn't affect the leader. Pretty sure I shouldn't. That will be a hit. It's not a critical, so it doesn't really matter. I'll try a second shot. Nope. Nope. All right. All the squads will attempt a shot against the vehicle, the truck. I'm pretty sure nothing happens there. 12 firepower, up 3, I believe. The worst one. Or just 2. Probably just 2 for these. So we're looking at 11 on 12 is nothing. So nothing happens. Cool, cool, cool. Mark them all's prep. I will try a 5 up 2. 7 on 5. Not enough. Or not enough for an effect. I don't think they take pins, so nothing happens. Movement phase. I have no movement phase I want to do or care to do. Defensive fire. I mean, what can I do in the defensive? Everybody's moving or in trucks and blaze and everything else, so I think that's all I can. I'm just gonna wait and try not to blow up my guns. Route phase, nothing. Advances, there's literally no reason for any of these guys to move. Like, the Germans can just park where they are and exist. CC, nope. No effect and no effect. We'll go to turn 4 for the French. Now, the question here is, do I think it's possible as the French, no weather change, just for shits and giggles, hey, oops, oops, wait, what is, not, no, 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 what the heck is their secondary armament? Control 8. Alright, yeah, intuitive. Okay. So that gets repaired. Now, again, big question is, what can I do, if anything, to get to... I can try self-rally. That's true. Didn't get it. Alright. Good talk. So the question is, what can I do to get across this bridge and clear out... I guess that technically these guys... If I was being super, super smart and hedging my bets, this guy would advance to Y7. Like, I would have advanced him. There's not much of a point. I can just as well move into Z6 next turn. Because I need to clear on, and yeah, adjacent. So I don't even need to be on the road. I just need to be adjacent to the road. And frankly speaking, I don't think there's... I mean, I guess I'll play it out and we'll see. But movement phase... I mean, what even could I do? I guess technically I will turn the B1 1, and then I will stop for 2. That's kind of it. Just so I'm facing these so that the hull gun can attempt to blow them. These guys will jump out, so they're spending 1 movement factor. I don't think I can do... Oh no, I can. Wait, can I? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. MMG is going to declare a fire lane as a result and take a shot. So it is... Yeah, okay. So no effect, but fire lane does exist. So there's a 2 fire lane that, for all intents and purposes, is, you know, this up-down grain. So these guys have gone out for 1, 2, 3. I really can't afford not to go across, which is the crazy thing. So 4. This, I gotta mark this as spore weapon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 8. 8 flat. Yeah. I don't think that fully touches the bridge. So 4 flat. 5 on 4 is a 1 check. Morale, okay, and so the leader breaks, squad is fine. There is now oh I'm a dork. We'll see what the results here. So these guys would have had to take the 2 residual from here because of the alternating thing. So it's 2 flat. I'm just gonna use that roll for that. So again, they make it here, and then this guy breaks. Blah. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the leader broke, the squad can't go any further. They didn't technically start on a road, so they don't have road bonus that they can take advantage of. Leader with the half squad will 1, 2. They take yeah, pretty sure that's a 2 down 1. Didn't matter. 3, 4. They'll take another. This actually matters. I think there'd be at least a -1. Because there's no hindrance. There's no hindrance involved. And, I mean, I guess if the truck is adding... So we'll say it's a pin test check. Because I don't want to do a lot of math right now. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. They take a 2 down 2. 6 on 2 is another pin test check. Fine and fine. Sniper doesn't activate. That was 5, 6. As they get there, squad and Y6 will take a 4 down 2. 4 on 4 is a 1 morale check. Leader's fine. Squad or half squad breaks and ELRs. I can't go any further, which is a bummer. And if I go back, that's just crazy. Tank in. Actually, no, you're not going first. I'm in. Actually, it doesn't matter. All right, cool. So tank in P5. I guess, yeah. Like, you're gonna unbutton 3, 4, 6, 8 in motion. And this guy is going to be the same thing of 1, 4, 5, and then just pay 8 to get there. This guy loses CX 1, 2, 4. And then road bonus, I guess. So R5 for 5. He has to take a shot there. He's fine. Pretty sure he'd be fine anyways. Yeah, I'm not thinking about this either. So 2 up 2? No. 2 up 2? No. Okay. These guys over here, I'm just gonna do a cheeky little 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy will do 1, 2, 3. They'll exchange prisoners later. That's it for movement, defensive. I mean, squad, an X6 will do an 8 up 1. 7, so 1 check. Leader's fine. Half squad is eliminated. Sniper, no. But the question is, can I do anything at this point? And I think the question remains no. I have 2 squads that can do anything, plus 1 leader. So we'll keep playing it out just in case. But 2 flat. Cowers, normal morale check. Leader's fine. I don't think anybody else really has a shot. Go to routes. This guy will low crawl there. He's dead. That's it. Advanced phase. I desperately need. I guess technically I could bring LMG with him. I desperately need to get in here. So leader's gonna jump in. You're gonna go on the bridge. You can move 1. These guys are gonna exchange prisoners. 6 comes off. And then CC phase. Leader goes first. I might as well target the other leader as a 1-to-1 down 1. No. The French leader will go. He gets a kill and battle hardens. The bridge can't be blown up anymore, so the set DC goes away, essentially. This melee ends. What does he get? So in CC, I believe he would get field promotion. I think it's field promotion. Is it not in the chart? Am I just blind? Did I miss it? No, ambush, but no, it's in. They just don't label it. Field promotion. Where's field promotion? Field promotion. CC. Anytime. Oh, and MMC. Yeah. You don't get anything for a leader doing it? Really? That sucks. Alright, cool. So yeah, I could technically infiltrate. There's no point to infiltrate. So turn 4 for the Germans. Because that's pretty much everything that could happen. Weather, no change. Yeah, I guess like I could have driven this guy and parked him on the thing, and then you need to drive past, whatever. It seems excessively shitty, but whatever. Self rally for the leader. I did not get it, despite how close I was, and that's pretty much it. Those guys swap positions. Prep fire phase. Yeah, I mean, machine gun to here. 5 up 1. 5 on 5. 1 round check. So he's pinned. Not the worst thing in the world, but not the best either. So you're prepped. 8 up 1. 6 on 8. 1 round check. He's fine. That's a sniper. Sniper does not activate. Medium machine gun and squad are going to shoot at W6. Oh, you know what? He'll try to pick up the gun. Cool. He gets an LG. It is 18 up. It might just be 1. I forget. I don't particularly care right now. 7 on 18. We're looking at, it'd be a 2 morale check no matter what. Fuck. ELR's breaks. I cannot see myself clearing out 3 units at this point. This guy can shoot. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'll just have him shoot at the guy on the bridge. Didn't matter. Actually, no. I don't want. Whatever. There's no reason for me to do that because I need him over here, but I can just advance phase everybody. Moving phase, nothing because everybody did stuff. 75 millimeter. against nearest guy. Definitely a hit. 7 on 14. 2 morale check. They break. So that, and then 47. It's a hit for sure. No. I can't imagine. Was that 7 on 5? We'll say pin test check. He's fine. So he's marked this. These guys don't have shots. LMG could be... Nah, that's no way. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes, you can go here. He's pretty much out of the game. There's no way for him to affect anything. This guy has to route back as a low crawl. And he's safe because of hindrance. Actually, I could probably just run him. I think I can run him, and he'd be fine. That's it for routes, advances. Got the MMG, and just to make sure, we'll do 2 acquisitions here, so I'm not mucking about. Cool. That's it for advances. CC, none. We go to final French turn, but like I said, okay, I could cheese it, and that's really shitty. And yeah, okay. So rally phase, I think I rolled weather. Nothing happens in the weather. I will attempt a self rally. Okay, fine. Nothing else happens in the rally phase. Prep-fire phase, this pin has to come off. Prep-fire phase, I can... so I could win as the French, and only because of dumb BS. Technically, there's a chance that I don't, but it would be dumb BS. So I could simply drive my tanks to sleaze freeze these 2 guys, and then I win. There is a chance for either squad to kill a vehicle in CC, and then that would reverse the decision, and it would be a French win, or sorry, a German win. But because you just need to have, you have to have 1 or more mobile non-recalled AFV, which I don't understand how you're losing. Like, you've got 4 tanks. I don't see where you're losing 4 tanks. I don't see where you're losing any tanks. I only lost one from immobilize, and that's not really the same thing. So yeah, prep-fire phase. We're gonna try and not be too shitty about it. So prep-fire phase 75 on that guy. Cool. The 47 on the other guy. No. Awesome. So somehow I broke one and missed the other on point blank. I'd be +3, +4, -2, or -1. Yeah, nope. So somehow that tank missed all of its shots. I have no other shots to make. So movement phase. Tank 1 is going to go here for 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Stop for 8, button up, and turn. Turret. Tank number 2 will do similar, so they will go 2, 4, 5, 6, stop for 7, button up, and turn turret. I said button up, please. Thank you. Squad will... I need to do that anyways. 1, 2... As they get here, I might as well shoot 4 down, or maybe flat. 7, pin test check. They are fine. That's 2, 3, 4. I might as well shoot with the MMG and squad as a 9 down, or 9 flat. Cool. Cool. We go to defensive fire phase. This guy's final. This guy is going to 4 up 1. 6 on 4. Morale check. He's fine. Advanced fire phase. 47. Okay. So a critical doubles the 47 short, which it's just because of what it is, it's just doubled. So it goes from 5 to a 10, and then it's a down 3 shot. So it's a 4 on 10, which is a 3 morale check. Okay. I'm going to lose as the French in the weirdest way possible, which frankly, its own reward. That is sick. I've never, I never expected this to ever happen. Tank in W. You know what? Just because I don't believe in double twos in a row, I'm gonna roll the squad first. So they are shooting 6 firepower up 3, no effect. Tank is then gonna take its shot, no effect. I can't imagine that would be an effect. So uh, that happens. Everybody's advanced fire phased. Routes. So these guys have to route. They'll just route 1 because it doesn't matter where they go. Essentially, it's over there. Like it's no. Just delete these. So the only thing left is advanced phase. Leader with the LMG is going to jump into X6. I can't do anything else that changes the outcome of this scenario. So advanced phase, leader with an LMG goes into a hex with a full squad, no additions. CC phase, we have an ambush chance. So French first, Germans. The French get a -1 for leader, and that's it. There's no other modifiers. There's elite doesn't matter. Nobody's marked as stealthy. Nobody's concealed. Nothing. So because there's a -1 for the French, they will get an ambush. The French are fighting at 1 to 4 with a -2. If I roll a 4 or less, the French win. The French don't win. Actually, technically, that's not wrong. So the French will still win because they will be melee if the. So now the reverse. If the Germans have a 4 to 1, so they need to roll a 7 or less. They did not. So they are not good order because they are melee. Game is over. French win. all, all because all because of a critical hit. Well, fair play. You should play out scenarios if there's, even if it's a ghost of a chance, unless it's like really no way you're gonna win. But you might as well play it out quickly, and pay less attention to the rules exactly. I don't think I did anything wrong here. I don't think there's any, like, I think the movement is all correct. Paying the extra, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, stop 8. Yeah, I think I played it all right for movement. So yeah, no, crazy. I definitely think this scenario is way too German favored. Um, and I don't know what you would do to necessarily change it. I think in some respect there is definitely a valid choice in having the MMG set up in Z4, because I mean in Z4 you can just watch. You don't have any modifiers. You can just start shooting. Hell, probably that might even be a legal shot. Nah, right? Maybe not. I would say not. But you can start shooting from I5 or into I5 with no penalty because there's no hindrance. Obviously, it's range 16 or 17 there, and the range on the MMG is what, 12? Yeah. So, you're still better off just taking shots. Once you start getting to N5, like, you can just take free shots. and there's no penalty whatsoever. You could, I don't know if that's a if X0 is technically a legal setup position, but if it is, you get an extra 2 hexes, which is great first and foremost, and you don't have any issues. And there's no reason for the French to ever throw a tank to get to V5 and then throw it all the way to W1. So no, crazy game. Like I said, I think it's definitely French unfavored, or German favored is the better way to put it. Um, Not really sure how I would fix this one, if I'm being honest. I don't know if it's a scenario that can be fixed. Um, what would I do to change it? You can't really punish the French any more than it is right now. They don't have tanks with a lot of movement, and their tanks are invincible outside of like some CC attack going very poorly. So not having the mobility, I don't think adding a turn necessarily changes much. Um, they're already elites, so that also doesn't really matter. If I'd gotten a little bit luckier, the Germans setting up a set DC in on the bridge. I mean, I could have done a place DC, but set DC is better against bridges if I remember correctly. I could have potentially blown up the bridge, and then that makes getting across that much less of a possibility because you go into the stream. I don't believe, can vehicles go in streams? Terrain, stream. Yeah, 2 plus cost terrain and double B, so bog. Yeah, so I mean, you could do it. Also, 2 plus cost of terrain is terrible on these French tanks. And don't even try with the trucks and armored cars. It's 5 minimum plus bog chance. It's not really great, and you're most likely going to bog just because of either high pressure or normal ground pressure, and plus like all the other garbage. So yeah, not really worthwhile to ever do with any of the vehicles. I think maybe you give the French like a mortar with smoke. That's probably the only thing I can think of. You wouldn't be able to give it. You could give it on turn 3, but then like you have to. It'd be DM. You'd have to drag it somewhere, unload. Hope you can do that on the turn they come in. So on turn 4, you can start laying down smoke. I guess defensive, you could probably start laying down smoke too. Yeah, I think that's probably the playtest version I would do, is give the French a big mortar that has smoke, and then yeah, just try your luck and see if you can, because the mortar will have line of sight, to whatever target, and it's not like they won't be able to do anything. The only other thing I could think of would be like the French give the French a bonsai or fanatic for a turn. Like you can declare when the French go fanatic, so you get that +1 morale. It's probably the only other ways I could see them doing it. I'm sure there's got to be something in the card about, oh man, the B1s did a cool thing, and um, maybe that's where you can make them go fanatic, or you could maybe give the Germans a penalty for losing the first village, like if nobody makes it back as in retreat. I don't know. There's a way to do this. I just don't know if there's really. Yeah, I just don't really think there's anything that can be done about it. Anyways, that is it for tonight. Like I said, Rob couldn't be here due to other duties, so hopefully we'll be able to get our planned game going starting next week. I don't know if we'll even have time to finish it because it is a large scenario, so we'll have to play it by ear. Yeah, no, continue our struggles at Counter-Stroke at Stone on Saturday against Rooten, and I hope to see you all there. So until then, have a lovely week, and bye.